with the public inquiry, I have just the impression that is the decision of one man.
Well, no, no, you're quite right. But I'm just saying, have a public inquiry, Alexa, to determine that as a matter of fact, the Chinese did interfere with
Mm,
the election. I'm not interested in condemnation or anything like this, and Trudeau skating like he did with the Emergencies Act inquiry.
mhm.
I just wanted established that this is real. This is not rumor. And I'm going to throw to a video soon, Alexa, but as an example, we have Liberal MP Han Dong. He is
Oh yeah.
alleged of being
Mhm.
helped. Don't make a joke there, you naughty. He is alleged of being helped by the Chinese consulate in Toronto during his 2019 nomination race. And this wasn't just about social media postings by the Chinese regime. Look at this, Alexa, bussing in seniors and students to vote for him. This is according to CSIS documents and sources.
Mhm.
This is outrageous. It doesn't get more blatant than that. Let's throw to a clip, and I want to hear your thoughts on the other end.
Reliably red since 1993, scoring the Liberal nomination in Don Valley North has been harder than winning a general election recently. But instead of leaning on his connections as a former Ontario MPP, sources say Han Dong had help from the Chinese consulate in Toronto to become the 2019 Liberal candidate in the riding. Through a combination of CSIS documents and intelligence sources, Global News has learned the consulate allegedly sent 2 busloads of Chinese Canadian seniors to the Don Valley North Liberal nomination meeting, and those seniors knew who to vote for because Don's name was written on their arm. Sources also say CSIS suspected that Chinese international students with faked addresses were bussed in and told by the PRC consulate to support their preferred candidate if they wanted to maintain their student visa status. Dong denied allegations he was helped by Beijing, calling them false accusations that slander me and the community I represent. My nomination in 2019 was open and followed the rules. The Liberal Party of Canada echoed that nomination was open, adding Dong was elected by registered Liberals in a race that followed their national rules. Global News has not verified the allegations against Dong, but even if they are found true, political parties are private organizations and can set their own rules. Non-Canadians can vote in Liberal nomination races if they live in the riding and are party members.
This is Han Dong. I'm the Liberal candidate for Don Valley North.
Dong won the nomination, but he still needed Justin Trudeau's stamp of approval to carry the Liberal banner in the suburban Toronto riding, one with a sizable diaspora of Chinese Canadians. A senior intelligence official told Global News CSIS shared their concerns about Dong in late September 2019 during a classified briefing with senior Liberal Party staff who hold security clearances. In that meeting, CSIS urged them to rescind Dong's nomination. Despite the alleged warnings to his staff, Trudeau approved Dong's candidacy. During the election, a top Liberal organizer even warned Dong's team that he was allegedly a CSIS target, according to sources. Dong is still an MP today. Global News asked the Prime Minister's office multiple questions, including if Trudeau knew Dong was allegedly a CSIS target, but PMO didn't respond to any of our questions, saying there were so many factual inaccuracies that it wasn't possible to begin to answer any of them. Mackenzie Gray, Global News, Ottawa.
Alexa, the most astonishing part of that report, I think, is the fact that CSIS asked the Prime Minister's senior staff to rescind Dong's nomination. Just think about that. This is our intelligence agency going to the Prime Minister's senior staff and saying, this guy is tied to the Communist Chinese. This guy, his nomination was rancid in terms of, violations. And what happened? Nothing happened because it was another guy on Team Red that got in. That is absolutely astonishing. I've never heard of our intelligence agency, CSIS, going out to a political party or a government and saying, by the way, you should rescind this guy's nomination. That's incredibly serious. What do you make of this?
But what really shocked me is like the 2 bus of senior having his name on his, like writing on their arm and knew for who voting. This is like just outrageous. We know that the senior took over because our population is getting older and older, and we know that a lot of people, especially in elderly facility, and they have like a big really power on the decision since the population is getting older. In terms of the fact that they knew that the CSIS have like already some preoccupation about that candidate, and that the federal did nothing about it. This is all actually a proof of like they had some suspicion about him. Why you didn't choose like to just switch for another candidate that you knew that afterwards you would be clear from allegation, but they didn't. So something is hard just right there too.
And Alexa, I'm going to speculate. Could you imagine if the shoe was on the other foot? Could you imagine if there was China or any foreign nation for that matter alleged of helping the conservatives win the election? I think we're talking about front page newspaper coverage every single day. I mean, that's even bigger than Bev Oda's $16 glass of orange juice, if you ask me. So the hypocrisy is amazing.
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.